Okay, so to me, the Bears did a number of things well in the game, but they forgot about the most important aspect of this game if you are the Chicago Bears. You got to figure out if your quarterback is Justin Fields moving forward. Number one, that is the most important thing right now for this franchise. You got to figure out if Justin Fields is your starting quarterback moving forward. You got to know because you got to give something to look at when you're studying these quarterbacks coming out of college. Caleb Williams, Drake May, whoever else you might be interested in. You got to know what you have in Justin Fields. You can't come out and run a game, have a game plan to where you're throwing 10 screens, lateral screens all game. Screen to the running back, screen to the receiver, screen here, screen there. You're not throwing the ball downfield. You need to see if this is a quarterback that can throw the ball downfield consistently. And if you are not going to use the number one pick, it looks like you're going to have the number one pick. Not a certainty, but the number one or number two pick. You're not going to use one of these picks on a quarterback. To me, that is a huge miss. You have this opportunity to go out, have a game plan where you're throwing the ball downfield, you're running the ball with Fields, you're doing the things you need to do moving forward to see if he is going to be your quarterback. But you don't. You come up with a game plan, which is a game plan to win a game. Yes, you're playing to win a game against the Vikings when you're 3-8. What does that get you? You're not going to make the playoffs this year. Maybe if you go undefeated the rest of the season, you can sneak into the playoffs. I don't know. Maybe they're still looking at like they have hopes in the playoffs, and that's what's most important. But to me, if you are the Chicago Bears, yes, you have this game plan. You're running screens. You're protecting the football, zone read options here. Throw the ball downfield. See if Justin Fields can do it. You got to know. You got to know moving forward because it's a franchise altering decision. If you move on from this guy and some other team comes in with a game plan, they're showing he can throw the ball down the field as well as run around and make these plays with his legs, run an offense like that, then you just missed out on a superstar player. On the flip side of that, if you put together this aggressive game plan and he shows he can't do it, he throws three interceptions. Hey, at least now you have some information. You have something to tell you, no, this is something he can't do. So now we're going to move on, move forward, and look to see if one of these quarterbacks can maybe do that. Offensively, this is what we need to do to improve. We need to get a quarterback that can throw the ball downfield, push the ball downfield, but you got to know. I'd rather Justin Fields throw 4 picks and push the ball, trying to push the ball down the field. At least you know, hey, maybe this isn't something this guy can do consistently, but you know, and as a franchise, you have more information to make your decision moving forward in the draft. What you want to do with these draft picks. You are in a uncommon situation right now with these draft picks and this capital you have. You still have good cap space. Uncommon situation, but you need to know what you're looking at. You need to know who your quarterback is. You need to know that more important than anything else that happens this year, unless you still think you can run the table and make the playoffs, you got to know if Justin Fields is your quarterback. And how do you do that? You make an aggressive game plan and you see if you can do it. You don't play to protect his weaknesses, to see if you can squeak out a victory against a Minnesota Vikings team that's missing Kirk Cousins, their number one quarterback, and Justin Jefferson, their all pro wide receiver. You go in to see what the future holds with your young quarterback.